At just 23 years old, Siale Lauaki has gone from one of New Zealand's best-kept rugby secrets to earning an All Blacks call-up for the toughest tour in world rugby. But who is the young prop that's convinced the selectors he's ready to take on South Africa's world-famous pack? Lauaki hasn't built his career on hype or highlight reels. Instead, he's earned every opportunity through relentless hard work, consistency, and quietly outperforming everyone in front of him. So how did he get here? And why are so many people excited about his future? Lauaki's journey began in Wellington, one of New Zealand's strongest rugby regions. He attended St Patrick's College, a school renowned for producing elite rugby talent. Even as a schoolboy, coaches recognised that he offered far more than raw size. His combined strength with impressive mobility, worked tirelessly around the field, and displayed the attitude required to succeed as a front row forward. Those qualities earned him selection for New Zealand schoolboys teams, one of the highest honours available to a young player. He was also named College Sports Wellington Sportsman of the Year, confirming he was already regarded as one of the country's brightest prospects. But schoolboy success guarantees nothing in professional rugby. After leaving school, Lauaki continued developing through the Wellington Club Rugby before earning his opportunity with the Wellington Lions. This is where the reputation truly began to grow. Coaches weren't praising spectacular tries or miracle offloads. Instead, they admired the qualities every young prop needs: strong scrummaging, relentless work rate, powerful carries, and the ability to get straight back into the fight after every collision. These aren't always the moments fans notice, but they're exactly what selectors value. He made his NPC debut in 2022, facing experienced professionals who had spent years mastering front row play. Rather than being overwhelmed, Lauaki improved with every experience. His confidence grew, his decision-making sharpened, and his influence within the Wellington pack steadily increased. Around the same time, he earned selection for the New Zealand Under-20 side, another crucial step towards the black jersey. The Under-20 program has produced countless future All Blacks, exposing New Zealand's best young elite players to international rugby. Lauaki embraced the challenge, competing against some of the world's best emerging forwards while developing the fitness, technique, and consistency needed for professional rugby. Back in Wellington, he continued evolving into the modern-day prop every coach wants. Today's front rowers are expected to do much more than dominate the scrum. They need to tackle relentlessly, carry effectively, clean rucks, support attacks, and maintain a high work rate for the full 80 minutes. Lauaki embraced that role, becoming an athletic, mobile, capable prop while contributing across every aspect of the game. It wasn't long before Super Rugby franchises noticed. The Hurricanes brought him into the squad ahead of the 2024 Super Rugby Pacific season. Walking into a professional environment filled with experienced internationals is a huge step for any young player. Every training session is faster, more physical, and more demanding than any matches. Instead of shrinking under pressure, Lauaki used it as an opportunity to learn. Training alongside established All Blacks accelerated his development, while coaches consistently praised his professionalism and willingness to improve. His Super Rugby debut against the Fijian Drua marked another significant milestone. Simply reaching Super Rugby is difficult. Staying there requires continual growth. Lauaki adapted quickly to the speed and physicality of the competition, with every appearance strengthening both his confidence and his reputation. Physically, he possesses many attributes coaches look for in an international prop. Standing around 1.9 metres tall and weighing well over 115 kilograms, he combines genuine size with impressive mobility. That balance has become increasingly valuable in modern rugby, where props are expected to contribute in open play as much as they do at set piece. He carries powerfully, works tirelessly in defence, and remains active throughout the game. But perhaps his greatest strength isn't measured on a stat sheet, it's consistency. Week after week, Lauaki has built his reputation by doing the fundamentals exceptionally well. Dominating scrums, making tackles, winning collisions, supporting teammates. Those small details build trust, and coaches trust players who consistently deliver under pressure. His steady improvement also earned him selection for the All Blacks 15. Exposing him to another level of international rugby while keeping him firmly on the radar of the national selectors. Then came the moment every young New Zealand rugby player dreams about. When Dave Rennie announced his squad for the South African tour, Lauaki's name was there. Years of dedication, sacrifice, and relentless improvement had finally been rewarded. But making the squad is only the beginning. Now comes the biggest challenge of all. South Africa has been long regarded as the ultimate test for front row forwards. The Springboks have built their identity around physical dominance, and nowhere is that more obvious than in scrum time. For decades, they've produced some of the most powerful props in rugby history, turning every set piece into a genuine weapon. Every young prop who travels there knows exactly what's waiting. There's no easy introductions. Every scrum is a contest. Every carry is met with brutal defence. Every mistake is punished. That's why Lauaki's selection is so significant. The All Blacks aren't simply rewarding his potential. They're backing him because they believe he already possesses the qualities needed to succeed at Test level. Modern day All Black props are expected to contribute across every aspect of the game. They must dominate the scrum, carry with purpose, defend relentlessly, clean rucks, support line breaks, and still have enough energy to repeat efforts minutes later. It's one of rugby's most demanding positions, and it's exactly the player Lauaki has been developing into. One of the first things coaches mention about him is his work rate. While powerful carries and dominant scrums attract attention, much of his value comes from the work fans really notice. Watch him closely and you'll see him constantly moving around the field, making repeat tackles, arriving at breakdowns, and putting himself into position to help his teammates. Those efforts don't usually appear on highlight reels, but they often decide close test matches. Young front rowers sometimes try to force big moments when they first reach professional rugby. They chase miracle plays or overcomplicate their game in an effort to impress. Lauaki has never done that. He understands his role and focuses on executing it consistently. That calm approach earned the trust of coaches throughout every stage of his career. His scrummaging has also improved every season. Experienced front rowers know scrummaging isn't simply about strength. Technique, timing, body position, and coordination are equally important. Years of competing in club rugby, NPC, and Super Rugby have helped Lauaki refine those skills, transforming him into a far more complete prop. His mobility has become another standout feature also. Modern rugby demands athletes capable of covering ground, contributing attack and defence, and repeatedly getting back to their feet after heavy collisions. Lauaki has shown he can meet those demands, making him an excellent fit for the All Black style of play. Of course, no 23-year-old arrives as a finished product. More experience against elite international opposition will continue sharpening every part of his game. Playing against South Africa's world-class front rowers offers lessons that simply can't be replicated anywhere else. Every test match becomes another opportunity to improve. He also enters an environment surrounded by some of the most experienced coaches and players in world rugby. Every training session becomes another chance to learn from internationals who have competed in Rugby Championship, World Cups, and countless high-pressure tests. Looking back, it's remarkable how steadily everything has unfolded. There wasn't one defining breakthrough. Instead, every stage prepared him for the next. St. Patrick's College laid the foundation. New Zealand schoolboys confirmed his potential. Wellington Rugby introduced him to senior competition. The New Zealand Under-20s program exposed him to international rugby. The Hurricanes refined his game against elite professionals. The All Blacks 15 provided another step closer. Now, the biggest opportunity of all has arrived. That's how New Zealand develops its best players. They aren't rushed. They're challenged at every level and only promoted when they're ready. Lauaki's journey reflects the pathway perfectly. Siale Lauaki's journey is only the beginning, and rugby fans across New Zealand will be watching closely to see what comes next. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you think Siale Lauaki has what it takes to become the All Blacks' next great prop? Or is there another young front rower you believe should be in line next? Let us know in your comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace!